How do you do, fellow kids? I have this wonderful retro version or retro style of Marvel Legends, Deadpool. Let's see. See this box. It says the Uncanny X-Men X-Force. It's got a great black and white illustration of Deadpool on this outer box. Also has a Marvel 80 Years logo right there. So I'm going to go ahead and pull the card out. We'll take a look at that. So more great retro style packaging. I think it was Toy Biz. I can't remember. Anyway, I remember in the early 2000s, I had actually picked up an action figure of Deadpool, and there were 4 action figures. Deadpool was one of them, and I recently sold that one. They weren't selling for very much. I sold all 4 of them, and I kind of made a promise to myself that if I was going to sell those, because I didn't really have much of an emotional connection to them. I mostly bought them for their speculative value, and they really didn't go up very much. Also, the quality was okay. He had one of his katanas was molded into his hand, or I think maybe both hands or something. But one of the things that I told myself is that I would replace those by picking up Marvel Legends versions, much more detailed, but still reminiscent of those action figures. So here is the Deadpool version. I also have Wolverine, which was one of them. I just pre-ordered the black suit Spider-Man, and the only other one is the comic book version of Venom. I passed on the movie version of Venom, which I think was a great figure, but he didn't have the chest logo, the Spider-Man chest logo. So those were the 4 action figures that I had picked up. I don't know, maybe circa actually it was late 90s, so it was probably circa 1997 maybe, or 1998. I can't remember. But anyway, I'm really excited about this. I saw that this was available on Entertainment Earth. I think it was a semi-exclusive or something, like they were going to be able to get, or they had some back stock. I ordered it a long time ago, and I wasn't actually sure I was going to get it because I knew it was kind of a special back order. But yeah, really excited that I got this. He's got some great accessories. He's got 2 katana swords, 2 of these small machine guns. I think these are Scorpion machine guns. I can't, but I'm not super sure. He's got a 45 revolver, or not a revolver, but a handgun. And then he's got this assault rifle here with red accents, which is pretty cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and I hate to mess up this beautiful packaging. I'll keep the card. The card is very sturdy plastic, or sturdy cardboard. Let's take a look at the back too. I got some funny little mentions on here. He's kind of obscuring the cross cell on the side. Seeing, I think, Storm, and I don't know my X-Men very well. So other than Wolverine and Storm, I don't really know who this is supposed to be. Maybe Jean Grey, but yeah. Saying, okay, folks say Deadpool is the greatest of all time. So very cool. Look at all the pouches he has on his legs. Nice. And around his waist. I have liberated Deadpool from his packaging, and he's looking really good. I love the color scheme. One thing that really became more noticeable once I got him out of the packaging was the color of the black areas. Now, obviously, we're looking at more of a glossy blue, but that is that's true to comic book coloring. It's very difficult to block in a lot of color with black. So blue typically stands in as a substitute, and this, sometimes you have darker colors, but that really makes him. I think it makes his colors pop. I think he looks awesome. Very detailed, great sculpt. That's something important when you're when you have a Deadpool. He needs a very defined buttocks. Yeah, pretty cool. Let's see. I haven't taken these swords out of their scabbards. These are really neat looking too. A lot of really good detail. Look at that handle. That's beautifully molded. And yeah, so they match. They're the same size. So you got two fighting katanas. Yeah, Deadpool. Creation of Rob Liefeld. Is a really cool character. Really became iconic. I can't say that I remember reading any comic books that featured Deadpool. Like I said, I never really read any of the X-Men comics, but in the 90s, the X-Men and the mutants and Deadpool were white hot. I mean, they were that cartoon propelled a lot of interest, and X-Men was one of the earliest comic book movies to be developed in the early 2000s. I want to say it was 2000. It might have been 2001 when that first X-Men movie came out. And of course, Spider-Man didn't come out until 2002. Yeah, so I mean, I always enjoyed Deadpool for his just being iconic. He always appeared in kind of like the margins of comic books, promoting something, with a funny line in a speech balloon. So he was kind of ever present, when I was collecting comic books and reading comic books in the late 80s. Well, I can't remember. I don't know what year he came out, but my comic book era was from about, I would say, 1988 to about 2000-ish. And I'm super excited to be adding Deadpool to my Marvel Legends, my meager Marvel Legends collection.